हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आज की वीडियो में आपका स्वागत है। आज का वीडियो प्योरली इंफॉर्मेटिव वीडियो है। ये कोई लाइफस्टाइल वीडियो नहीं है, क्योंकि द मेन पर्पस फॉर दिस वीडियो इज कि जो मैंने पिछले वीडियोस में यंग प्रोफेशनल वीजा स्कीम के बारे में बताया था, तो उसका जो नोटिफिकेशन है, रिजल्ट है, वो सबके पास आ गया है और होम ऑफिस के वेबसाइट पे उसका अपडेट भी आ गया है कि नोटिफिकेशन हैज बीन सेंट आउट टू एवरीवन ऑन 14th ऑफ मार्च। तो मैं सोचा कि I will make one video for the step-by-step visa application process, which will be helpful those who got the positive response. First of all, congratulations those who got the positive response for this application. Those who have received the rejection, don't need to be demoralized. You have many chances in the future. तो ये हो गया आज का वीडियो का इंट्रो। और उसके अलावा यहाँ पे मुझे मेंशन करना है कि अगर आपको वीडियोस अच्छे लगते होंगे तो प्लीज़ लाइक किया करो एंड शेयर किया करो। तो जब भी वो वीडियोस पे व्यूज दिखते हैं ज़्यादा, विच डेफिनेटली मोटिवेट्स मी टू वर्क ऑन सम अदर न्यू टॉपिक्स, जो कि मैं आप सबको दिखा सकूं। और अगला जो वीडियो आने वाला है वो बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग वीडियो होने वाला है, क्योंकि मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा कि मिनी गुजरात इन यूके, तो कौन सा प्लेस है जिसे मिनी गुजरात कहा जाता है लंदन में, मैं वो आपको दिखाऊंगा। तो अभी मैं स्टार्ट करता हूँ वीजा एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस एंड यू कैन गो थ्रू द स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोसेस एंड अप्लाई फॉर द वीजा दोज हु रिसीव द पॉजिटिव नोटिफिकेशन। तो चलो चलते हैं मेरे स्क्रीन के ऊपर। तो अभी मैं वीजा एप्लीकेशन स्टार्ट करता हूँ एंड यू कैन सी ऑन माय स्क्रीन कि मैंने गूगल किया इंडिया यंग प्रोफेशनल स्कीम वीजा। तो ये होम ऑफिस का पेज ओपन होता है यहाँ पे। सो आई विल क्लिक ऑन अप्लाई, देन इट विल गो ऑन टू द एप्लीकेशन स्क्रीन। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट यू नीड फॉर द एप्लीकेशन, आपको क्या करना है कि सभी जो डॉक्यूमेंट है विच इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द एप्लीकेशन, यू हैव टू स्कैन इट प्रॉपरली एंड सेव इट इन वन फोल्डर विच विल बी इजी टू अपलोड एट द एंड ऑफ द एप्लीकेशन। तो मैं अभी वीजा एप्लीकेशन स्टार्ट करता हूँ। उसके पहले मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि व्हाट यू विल नीड फॉर दिस। सो आपका जो पासपोर्ट है, यू शुड हैव दैट पासपोर्ट इन हैंड। तो जो भी डिटेल आपको फिल करना होगा, दैट टाइम यू नीड द पासपोर्ट डिटेल, राइट। उसके बाद द एविडेंस फॉर द फंड्स, सो यू शुड हैव द बैंक स्टेटमेंट और द बैलेंस सर्टिफिकेट फ्रॉम द बैंक। उसके अलावा पुलिस क्लियरेंस सर्टिफिकेट, उसके साथ साथ टीबी टेस्ट करवाना होगा। तो ये टीबी टेस्ट है, उसके लिए आप यहाँ पे क्लिक करोगे तो देन यू विल गेट द स्क्रीन। यू हैव टू सिलेक्ट योर कंट्री एंड यू कैन सी द लोकेशन। आप जिस लोकेशन से हो या जो भी नियर बाय लोकेशन है इस लिस्ट में, वहाँ पे आप क्लिक करो, यू विल गेट ऑल द डिटेल्स, यू नो। तो चलो फिर अभी मैं स्टार्ट करता हूँ वीजा एप्लीकेशन। सो आई विल गो ऑन द स्क्रीन and I'll click on apply. Once I click on apply, you can see here. So what you have to you have to select where you are going. You have to click on the first option, continue. अभी ये नेक्स्ट स्क्रीन पे दिस इज आस्किंग कि आपके पास कोई EU पासपोर्ट है या स्विस पासपोर्ट है, तो नहीं है, क्लिक ऑन नो। नाउ यू कैन सी ऑन स्क्रीन की सिलेक्ट ए कंट्री टू प्रोवाइड द बायोमेट्रिक। जैसे कि मैंने बताया, यू हैव टू गो इनटू द VFS फॉर बायोमेट्रिक, और बायोमेट्रिक मीन्स यू नो दे विल टेक द फिंगरप्रिंट्स as well as they will scan the TB certificate. So you have to select India here. Then you have identified the location or the country for the biometric. I will click yes. Now on this screen you can see there are many visa categories which is not applicable. Just one will be applicable, which is youth mobility scheme. So you don't have to bother about all this. You straight away go on to the apply now. सो अभी आप देख सकते हैं कि मेन स्क्रीन आ गया है। यू कैन स्टार्ट द एप्लीकेशन, क्लिक ऑन स्टार्ट न्यू एप्लीकेशन। सो आई विल एंटर हियर माय ईमेल एड्रेस विच इज़ क्रिएटेड फॉर दिस एप्लीकेशन ओनली। सो इस ईमेल पे आप कुछ भी भेजोगे तो मैं कुछ देख नहीं पाऊंगा, क्योंकि आई डोंट हैव एनी एक्सेस फॉर दिस ईमेल। नाउ यू हैव टू सिलेक्ट फॉर विच वीजा वी आर अप्लाइंग। सो दिस इज ऑब्वियसली यूथ मोबिलिटी स्कीम। Save and continue. So you can see here we have entered our personal information. On next screen it will ask you address आपका है कि नहीं. You just have to click yes. Obviously if you are applying, it's your email address. Do you have another email address? If you have another email address for communication, just give the another email address. Otherwise you can say no. Enter your telephone number out of UK, mobile number. Save, continue. Do you have another telephone number? If you have another telephone number or another mobile number, just say yes. I'll say no here. Now contacting you by telephone, you can select the options like how they can contact you by SMS or phone call. You can select whatever you feel better. Now you can start here. application. So I'll say VP. You have to enter your name, another names. If you don't have any other names, just click no. If you have any other name other than the passport name, then you have to click yes. Save and continue. You have to select your gender, relationship status, single or whatever, married. You can select whatever is the current status. Now this is important here. Now we are at the screen of application, which is step 2. You can see on the screen. So यहाँ पे आपको select करना है कि आप it is asking like, do you have the valid national identity card or the passport for the following countries. So India is in the list. You have to click yes. So now you can see on the screen it is asking कि previously कभी इस visa scheme के ऊपर आप UK में रहे हो. I'll click on no. Save and continue. Now you have to give your Indian address, so which is useful for the communication. You have to select country India. यहाँ पे आप screen पे देख सकते हो it is asking about how long you've been living over there. So you can put the detail. What is the ownership? So you can say I own it or rent it. Whatever is the detail. Now the important thing is passport. You have to put the passport detail properly. Click on save and continue. Do you have a valid national identity card? No. I will click on no. Okay, click on next. Now country of nationality, obviously India. So यहाँ पे आपको डिटेल एंटर करना है. नहीं. Expression of interest to the India Young Professional Scheme ballot, right? Have you received the email? It is asking that. Obviously we received the email, that's why we are applying for this one. So click yes, and then here you have to provide this UAN number. Enter that number here. Save and continue. It is asking for the confirmation that do you have the police registration certificate, which should be not more than 6 months old, and the evidence for the qualification. So you have to click yes. Obviously you have all that, that's why you are applying for the visa. Your other nationalities, I don't have any other nationality. I'll click. Now spoken language preference, English. If you have any other preference, just enter that one. People financially dependent on you, I will say no at the moment. If you have any kids or spouse depends on you, then you have to enter all that details. Click on next. Now the detail of the parents. So जैसे कि screen पे देख सकते हैं आप, it is asking for the detail of the parents. So you have to put the detail of parents, like so whatever is the detail you have to put here. Then save and continue. उसके बाद आता है if you have anyone from this list, then you have to select yes. If you don't have anyone, then just go on the next page. Are you traveling in the UK as a part of organized group? Traveling with another person. So where you will stay in the UK. If you know the address, just click on yes. If you have any relatives here, if you don't know, just click no. Now what is your accommodation plan? It is asking what is your accommodation plan. So I will say private housing. UK travel history. Have you ever been traveling to the UK in last 10 years? So you have to enter that detail. So it is asking like have you ever issued the UK visa in last 10 years? I'll select no. Have you ever been travel into these European countries or other than European countries? If you have visited in any of these countries, then you have to give the details. वर्ल्ड ट्रैवल हिस्ट्री है. जैसे कि आप देख सकते हो पिछले पेज पे जो कंट्रीज थी उसके अलावा और कहीं पे आप अब्रॉड गए होंगे फॉर वॉट एवर रीजन, यू नो, आइदर फॉर द वर्क और फॉर टूरिज्म. यू हैव टू से यस. इफ यू हैवंट, देन जस्ट से नो. Now it is asking the arrival date in the country. So what you have to do, you have to put some tentative date here. If you are doing the application today, just put the date after 45 or 50 days, you know, that is the practical date I would say, क्योंकि वीज़ा एप्लीकेशन को 1 से 1.5 महीना लगेगा. and after that you need some time for the shopping and you know the ticket booking and all that things. I would say here date of May, so 3rd of May 2023. Immigration history, you have to give the detail. If you are not, then that's fine. Click on no. Breach of UK immigration law. Okay, this is very important. Those who might have came earlier and they are applying again here, तो जो भी हिस्ट्री होगा उसमें कुछ इश्यूज हुए होंगे with the UK government, then they will look into that as well. तो try to enter the true information, क्योंकि यहाँ पे इनके पास डेटाबेस में सब डिटेल होता है. On this page you can see conviction and other penalties, so click on whatever applicable for you, otherwise just click on no and continue. War crime, definitely not, and then you have to give the declaration here that you have read all the information about war and crime. So go through this war and crime detail, and if it is not applicable to you, just click on no. जैसे कि स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हो, it is asking like have you ever been involved in this terrorist and other organizational activities. So yeah, we common man never involved in all such kind of things. We believe in simple living. So just click on no, and then I have read all the information, and save and continue. Extremist organizations and views, so I'll click on no. Before selecting all these options, you must go through all the details here. Person for good character, what it is asking, detail of person for the good character. So we will select no. There is not any negative record against us. If you have, then you have to select yes and give the details. Like let's see, if we select yes, then you have to give further detail here. I'll select no here, save and continue. Your employment history, have you ever been employed in the armed force or any public services? Because see, it is about the security, so which is related to the security of the country, then you have to give all that details. So basically what they will ask, like if you say media organization, so you have to just provide your employment detail, right? So we haven't worked, we'll say here it is asking like additional information about your application. So I don't think so you have to add anything here until and unless if it is really required to add any detail. So save and continue. So this is your application here. Now you have to click on continue. अभी आप मेरे स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हो कि it is into the third step of the application. So it is asking for evidence. So you just have to enter the bank name here. You can enter whatever is your bank name and select whatever is applicable for the type of evidence. It can be bank statement or passbook or letter from the bank. Save and continue. Now do you need to add any more evidences for the maintenance of funds? I'll say no here. Save and continue. You can see on my screen it is asking for the document list. So mandatory document is obviously is your passport, and the other document is police registration certificate, which is mandatory for this application, bank statement which is mandatory for this application, and the evidence for the qualification. So ये हो गया. I'll save and continue. तब ये next screen पे you have to check the detail and then click continue. Now it is asking for the declaration. So see, if your application is successful, there will be a condition on your visa. So here you have to confirm that you accept this condition. So I'll say save and continue. Now here is the declaration. Now this is not the true information, that's why I will not accept here. इसके बाद का next step होगा, you have to pay the NHS surcharges on the next screen once you accept this declaration. And then once you pay the NHS surcharges, you have to pay the visa application fee. और उसके बाद आपको जो भी रिक्वायर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट है वो अपलोड करने होंगे. एंड वंस यू अपलोड द डॉक्यूमेंट, फॉर्म्स विल बी गेट जनरेटेड, यू विल गेट द रेफरेंस नंबर, एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट रेफरेंस नंबर then go on to the VFS website and apply for the biometric application. So that is the total procedure, which is very easy. तो ये था आज का इन्फॉर्मेटिव वीडियो जिसमें स्टेप बाय स्टेप वीजा का प्रोसेस मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया है. आई ट्राइड टू एक्सप्लेन एवरीथिंग इन डिटेल which will definitely help who will apply for this visa. और प्लीज ये वीडियो ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेयर करो, उससे it will reach up to the candidate who really needs the information. तो यही मैं आज कहना चाहूंगा, और मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में which will be very exciting and interesting. तो चलो मिलते हैं.